hippity hop music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Even as a joke, I just even being ironic,
I would love a piece of cheese right about now.
I'm not a fan of that. Nah, I've listened to Rome Streets. Really good rapper, man. Found him through Griselda. He signed to West Side Gun's label, Griselda. Man, he's a great rapper. That's all. That's all. That's all. Alright. Man, it took me a long time to get this set up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, because I don't know. I just couldn't get it to load. Like I don't know what the issue was, but I edited some settings in OBS, so now I think I'm good. Okay, I'm just making sure that the game audio can be heard. I'm just rewatching my stream real quick. God, is it only in 720p? Yeah, it's only in 720p. You know what? This is a 360 game. It's already not that great quality. I guess my internet can't handle 1080 tonight, and I think I'm just gonna have to come to terms with that. Doesn't make me happy, no, but welcome to life. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's balanced well, and I am good to go. This is interesting. This is going to be an interesting stream. This isn't my first time playing it. I kind of wanted to, you know, do a whole playthrough, like a whole brand new playthrough, but I've done the first bit of this game already.
Out now.
And yeah, quite frankly, I just didn't really want to. Besides, every time I start like a series or try to do like one game all the way through, I always just abandon it. But I don't plan on continuing to do that because, you know, I started playing a little bit of My Sims a while ago, but once again, that was a while ago. I still have it. I just realized it's also trial and error because that's also not an extremely fun game to even do on stream. I realized. I should probably tweet out the link, shouldn't I? Should? Yes. Will I? No. I just want to chill and play some Ratatouille. That's so hard to ask. Can a man just play Ratatouille? I'm worried that the notifications might be messed up. Or just that anyone might not be interested at this point because I went live like 3 different times just trying to see if it would work before just setting the privacy settings to private to begin with, but sometimes I don't learn. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like I just don't want to go through the process of waiting for it to work, but then I'm live a bunch of times. I have to clear out all these like 20-second streams from my channel, but let's just get right into it. Like I like the cinematic they play, or like the real. I don't think I'd really call it a cinematic, actually. But this is Ratatouille. Now, I have streamed this before, but this is the thing is with the Ratatouille game, they made it for so many game systems. Like, there is a Game Boy Advance version of this, of Ratatouille, and mind you, Ratatouille came out in 2007. To my knowledge, they weren't making any other Game Boy Advance games. I guess they had to make a couple for them to even consider it, but it seems a little weird. because the DS was out at that point, and there is a DS port of Ratatouille. It's on the PlayStation Portable, the PSP, and it's on like the Wii, the PlayStation 3, you know, like the PS2, the original line of. It spans across several generations of consoles, is my point, and on every generation, it's literally a different game. Now, obviously, they do share, you know, elements from each other, but at their core, yeah, they're completely different games. And I even played some of them because I just haven't gotten around to playing Ratatouille on the PSP. That's not really at the top of my priority list, but this is the version that's for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, which is a version that I've never played before until I bought it just a couple months ago. And I'm already a little into a playthrough, so I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna restart it because I'm not gonna do the whole thing on stream anyways. So I figured I'd just jump in with just a little bit of random gameplay. So yeah, I haven't beaten this version of Ratatouille, only the version that's on the Wii and the PC. But obviously they share elements, but the maps are completely different. Like the character models are different. It's all very different. Yo, Josh, how you doing, man? It's been a while since I've been streamed. It always is. It always is a while. Every stream's a while from the one before. But like I've said, I'm back on the horse, or the wagon of consistently doing it. I've tried and failed many times, but here I am trying again. But why waste any more time? Let's Ratatouille. I'm probably only going to be alive for about, you know, probably an hour. I at least want to get to an hour, like always. Yeah, Ratatouille from here. Yeah. So this is pretty cool because I'm very unfamiliar with this version of the game, but it shares a lot of mechanics, or a decent bit of mechanics and gameplay features that the other version have. It's just a little more, it's just slightly more textured. I suppose the graphics are slightly better. I mean, this is still like a 2007 movie time video game. The graphics are never going to be phenomenal, but just in comparison. So yeah, like, you know, like this tightrope, this is a feature in the other version, but like you don't have to balance yourself. Like you're just on it. There's no balancing required. So it's just a lot of small stuff, essentially. But all the small differences does make up for a very unique experience comparing to the other game. So I guess the way it works is that you don't have to 100% a level or a world, but I'm going to, because while I'm here I might as well. So I can move on to like the sewer section of the game, the undergutter, home sweet home, but I'm going to try and 100% this. If it takes too long, I'm obviously going to give up because I'm not spending my entire time finding a bunch of coins. Calm, Dandy, yo. Stop. Honestly, after watching it, The Rise of Skywalker is my favorite story. No, it isn't. It's honestly, it really was better than I had. I definitely got a lot more enjoyment out of watching The Rise of Skywalker than I probably did the first time. I mean, just because I just didn't take it seriously, but and I didn't take it like as, you know. But regardless, shout out to Star Wars. Shout out to The Rise of Skywalker. So how's everyone doing tonight? What's going on? Josh and Dev, how's life going? I think I remember where to go. Oh, dude, it's been like 1 week since I since I've played this. But yeah, again, this is a cool part of having a capture card now. because before I really couldn't. Like, I couldn't even do this. And this is on the 360, which is really, I did dig up my 360 from the depths of my basement. It's a good system, though. Although, at first, I did get the 10 red rings of death. Or not. Why did I say 10? What was I thinking of? I think I was thinking of, like, Shang-Chi, right? In the Legend of the Ten Rings. Got that mixed up. But I got the red ring of death. Bro, I can't remember. I don't remember where to go. This is insane. Like, I was just playing this game, no? My winning era? Yo. Yeah, I've been winning more too. I've been noticing it. Yeah, I've been tweeting out that one video. The another shitty day of many to come. Maybe I'm misquoting it, but I think it's whatever. You get the point. So I remember having to go up there. I have to distract the dog because the rest of my coins are in here. This is cringe, dude. This is so cringe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever said, but I mean, congrats on graduating. By the way, I'm so sorry I never said anything. That's fucking awesome. Suffering is over. There you go. I'm glad. Because the video was funny, but it also made me sad sometimes. Because I'm like, damn, like, is every day like really this bad for him? But regardless, that's not. Okay. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go. How could I not even remember, dog? Also, the controls are a lot more clunky in this version, I've noticed. Sure, it looks better, but I don't know. The way Rhythm moves is also completely different. Wait. I'm gonna do a mukbang and build like offices different Saturday. Mukbang? Oh my god. Whenever hear the word mukbang, I just think of these ones Trisha Paytas used to post. Because they were covered on the 8th Street podcast. And I remember specifically there was this video of her just eating like a whole head of like iceberg lettuce. It was just a really strange thing. So give me 1 second. Yeah, just bear with me for like 2 minutes at the very most here. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, what are you eating? I'm curious. Yeah. No, but again, seriously. Congratulations on graduating. That could not have been easy. I mean, clearly it was a struggle. So what's the oh, you have the whole day. You have the whole day. So what's like the plan now? Or at least an idea of a plan. Okay, I need to go over here. Alright. Done this before, though. Damn. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, they're playing for you now that you're finally done. Hope the audio's not too bad. Well, it's going okay. For me, I suppose. I mean, not great, but I'm out here trying. You know what it is. Going back to where I interned. All right, cool. That's what's up. And chilling, yeah. You deserve it for sure. Okay, there we go. Good job. Battle mission complete. Total charms collected. Oh, don't take me to the sewers. Cause I wanna. I'm a completionist when it comes to games where it's actually not something that takes like 50+ hours. Ratatouille is not a very in-depth game to 100%. Alright, where am I going? I think the dog's finally gone. What's going on in the world though? Oh man, this Andrew Tate, how he got arrested. I mean obviously everyone knows by now, but I don't think I've ever really talked about it. You know, I'm very glad that he's being detained, obviously, and hopefully they have something to put him away for a long time, or maybe forever. That'd also be cool. But so he doxed himself. He doxed himself with the pizza boxes, right? And I just find it hard to believe that he's that stupid. Because like, I mean, he's an idiot, but it's just kind of bizarre to me how. I don't know, it's almost like he wanted that logo to be seen. I don't know. Something about it seems weird. Maybe he just like realized that he's in too deep. He just wants a way to get out. I don't know. Just whatever the situation is, I don't want to hear from him. With Spain with him, yeah, I hate how much he gets pushed by social media. It's like he's like I don't know. Some of like the biggest YouTubers are supporting him and hanging out with them, at least prior to the arrest. It's just insane to me. Alright, what am I doing here? 73 out of 100. 74. But yeah. Andrew Tate, man. Like I said, society's starting to do a little better. Elon Musk is... he hasn't trended in a while, though. I don't know if he's still stepping down from the CEO of Twitter. Yeah, pretty much. Because it was like a working theory, or I mean, not really working. People just had this theory, really, that not like he doesn't really like believe in what he says, but he just does it just because he knows he can. Just because he knows that there's like an audience for it, that he can cater to something, and like, yeah, that might be true, but. It doesn't make it any better. Like regardless, he's like either like a psychopath or a sociopath. There's no real debate for that. And also, yeah, there are not cats in the other game too. I mean, like this area is pretty identical to the other game, but you know, your podcast gets out of jail. Right. He's been rejected by every single platform except the Mikon cast. Can you imagine? He'll get to that point. I'm telling her right now, Andrew Tate, you're invited on my stream. Or whatever. No, I could never. I think the best thing now is just, again, just let him fade into obscurity. That's what we need to do with these people. Because ultimately, I mean, it's all just extreme narcissism. Like, that's, you know, like he had to pick a fight with a 19-year-old, and he had to win it, or it seemed like he owned her by any means necessary. Because his ego couldn't handle being ratioed by a 19-year-old on Twitter. I don't know. I feel like he wants to get arrested. There's just no way, man. Like, the way he was showing that pizza box. I don't know. It was just straight up right there. I just feel like again, I just feel like he's not that dumb. But, again, that's just a theory. So yeah, these minigames kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie. I got 14. Just for the views, though. Yeah. I would just use them. You know, it's really funny. The most recent episode, I put him in the title. Just like Andrew Tate getting owned by Greta Thunberg, just because I thought it'd be like a funny title, that some people would actually look at it, and lo and behold, it's the most viewed podcast now. The dislike ratio, I'm not sure, because I'm gonna bet that a lot of Tate fans found it. Like, I'm guessing that's where most of the views come from, just because, you know. The algorithm. I'm doing so bad on this because the algorithm for Tate is apparently super strong. Like, you were getting notifications, Josh, when you don't even. You've never expressed any interest in them. It's just bizarre to me the way that people so like openly, like insane and hateful are publicly promoted. Because you know so many young men. I mean, it's just a literal fact. So many young men have been affected by Tate and his words. Because that's why he goes on someone like Aiden Ross's stream. Because he has like a young fan base. It's like young teenagers. And Tate just took advantage of his platform. Why am I missing all of these? See, I'm not gonna do this. I feel like I'll do this later. Can I restart it? No, because I'm definitely not going to get it. Dog, come on, please don't take me back right to the very beginning. Like the beginning spawn point. Wait, I guess the dog's gone, doesn't matter anyways. I've seen so much alt-right shit being pushed on social media, like it's scary. Yeah. That is what is really weird about that. And it's only the right stuff that gets pushed too, for the most part. Really makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes. You know someone's paying for, you know, those conservatives are paying to push their shows. They're paying behind the scenes, 100%. Like, it's funny, I got recommended some weird, like, I got recommended, like, Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire show. And I don't even know what, it only happened once, but this is just a few months ago, and you know, I don't watch, obviously, anything of that sort. I think I'd watched, like, a podcast where someone was talking about Ben Shapiro. It's probably, like, a H3 episode where they were just talking about him, or he was in the title. And then just like that, I'm getting Daily Wired YouTube notifications. God, dude, it's awful. But the rabbit hole, it's a rabbit hole a lot of people fall down. I kind of did, like, very early in late middle school, or like very early high school and late middle school. I kind of fell into that trap. Because, you know, it used to be such a trend for there to be like, oh, feminist gets destroyed by Ben Shapiro with facts and logic. You know, that whole typical meme. But, like, you know, I guess for a lot of guys, when they're like 13 or 12, when they see that, they think it's like the coolest thing ever. And unfortunately, I was one of those people. Granted, it only lasted like a very short amount of time. I was definitely never like an actual conservative. By the time I could vote, I was already a huge Bernie fan, so it's just funny looking back on it. But also it's scary because a lot of people don't get out of that, like, clearly. But anyways, that's a little depressing. This Ratatouille is fun. I should talk maybe a little bit more about this. You know, this mini game. I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get it this time, but again, the controls are a little wonky. They did not optimize it as well as they did for. Oh, it might be serious, dude. No. See, you see, I was blown away. The controls are just weird. They're just really weird, and I'm still not used to it. And they kind of suck. Well, regardless. It's New Year's. It's 2023. Normally, I really don't care for New Year's. I mean, I see it as like just like a good excuse or reason to get with like friends or family. Like, I think it's still like fun to do something on the day, but you know, I definitely don't have any kind of importance tied to the calendar year anymore. You know, because like it just doesn't really mean a lot. But regardless, it's still a good way to segment our lives. I feel like that is necessary to have some kind of order, to have some kind of like satisfaction that like something ended. It's probably just important for people, so that they don't just get lost in the sauce and become like dissociated with reality. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting stuff. Maybe. And going to eat McDonald's, even though I have it tonight, so much of it. Bring my kilt, Nicki Minaj. On shelter. God, I can't even talk tonight. I'm so sorry. McDonald's, man. What I'll say about McDonald's is that I may not eat meat, but their downfall was when they removed the chicken snack wraps. That was like their best item, hands down. But you can never go wrong with them for fries. But also, low-key, Wendy's kind of has better fries. Oh, Burger King, Jesus Christ! Don't even get me started on Burger King's fries. Why am I not missing? Like, I'm literally touching them, right? Guess I'm not doing. Clearly not doing good enough, but. Look, if I was playing the other game, I would have like already been like more than halfway through the game. Remember, this is my first time playing this version. Just cut me a break, man. It's fine. I'm learning. Man, you can never really trust anyone on the internet. I recently realized, like, there was this YouTube channel I loved called Channel 5, and it was just this journalist named Andrew Callahan. He would just go around to just some of the most like bizarre events around America. Like, he would go to rap festivals, interview just the weirdest people. He'd go like to QAnon gatherings. Obviously, he's a leftist. Like, I'm pretty certain, but he would just go to these events just to see what, you know, I guess just for content, really. And he just put out a new documentary on HBO, which is kind of about like what led up to the January 6th Capitol riots, and it's really good, right? I just came out, just watched it, but now he's getting like a ton of sexual assault and harassment allegations, and man, it sucks. So it's definitely not bullshit, because several people have come out, and there are receipts of people talking about this back in 2020 and 2021, and I guess it just never reached anyone. It certainly didn't reach me, but now it's all coming out. and you know, I'm not really the parasocial type. I always know that you obviously don't know these people, but sometimes you just, I don't know, you have a feeling that like a certain someone would never do something, but again, obviously you don't know. Man, shucks. Like I have one of his T-shirts too. I love this channel. And I guess his content's still good, but what does that matter now? I really don't see myself wearing the shirt, obviously. Like, I get it. You know, like that's the content, not him as a person, but I just don't know. But anyways, it's going alright, right? I think emoji's nice. By the way, doublets. Feels weird kind of calling you that, but you know, I am live after all. You have not like updated me on anything about your story in a long while, or at least what it seems like. I just realized. I don't know if you're still working on it or just, but it's been a minute. Dude, okay, so, okay, I swear to God, like, I'm trying to run down, and for some reason, his model just keeps running upward. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But I swear I'm not this bad. It has to be the game. I'm almost like 5 away. Doublets.
Get it next time.
Which guy were you talking about? The interview? Oh, it's this guy named Andrew Callahan. Which guy? Yeah. He's getting like a bunch of allegations, and I mean, not just allegations. I mean, they're definitely real at this point. You know, like with all the people coming out, and with all like the accusations going back even before the one that really started all this. But can't trust anyone, man. Minecraft YouTubers, half of them become pedophiles. Like there was that one guy, Lion, right? Line Maker or whatever. That was just wild. I mean, what are some YouTubers that maybe are still like what are like some OG YouTubers that never did anything wrong that are still good? I was gonna say Jenna Marbles, but she did like quit YouTube because she had done like blackface and some other racial stereotypes. I mean, you know, she left on her own accord, and it's not my place to forgive her, obviously. But I mean, she seems to be like genuinely remorseful. But yeah, she's done with YouTube though. Let's see, Shane Dawson. Nope. God, I hate Shane. I think, like a lot of people, I definitely was really big into his conspiracy videos back in 20... I mean, he was popular way before that, but that's what I think got a new wave of people into him, including me. Then he had that weird shit like with his cat, right? All the other weird, just really weird shit. I'm finally gonna win. It took like 20 minutes. Dan TDM? Yeah, did he do anything? It doesn't matter. I'm not offended. Jesus. I don't think anything happened to Dan TDM, right? Not to my recollection. Then again, I never watched him. You know, I would kill for some Cookie Crisp right now. I've recently come to the conclusion that is like probably the #1 best cereal. That like in Cocoa Pebbles. I don't know, man. Cereal's been on my mind, and I haven't had it in, God, I don't know. It's been a minute. For the content. Some chat supported. Is it something I can turn on, or is that just a feature you unlock at some point? It's probably something I just don't have yet. I didn't even know that was an option. No GIFs in chat supported. Oh, did you try to just like copy and paste one? 'Cause, yeah. 3-story on the origin, like some enchantment in the head, the appearance of Abby and Bonnie, and Damien and Curtis and Cash and Kramer. also the process behind some feature. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think that's a thing. Okay, I need what, like 23 more coins. I'm assuming they're all in this little courtyard. Yeah. Not a series stream tonight. It's really just a little bit of chill talking Ratatouille, but I'm going on some weird tangents. I need to stay off online. I need to be less chronically online. Like, I don't want to know about all this Andrew Tate and all this drama and allegations and all these people. Like I don't want to know about this. If I'm being entirely honest. But here we are. Late ball bundle. But I do want to keep up with Andrew Tate, actually. I just want to see this whole entire situation through. I think I saw something about him getting, like, hospitalized. I don't know what the details are on that, but look, I'm not saying I'd be glad if something. Look, all I'm saying is if something happened, no comment. The Kramer thing is because I was just deciding to make her related to the head, because that would make Smith and Rose and Thorne related to him. It's like a name for a guy with white hair, but he's not old. Thorne. It's a very specific description, but I feel like there's definitely a name for that out where. There's a name for that somewhere. Oh, dude, I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke tonight. No, it's just been a long day. Please, I don't want to have a stroke. Okay, 3 bulbs left. Where though? Are they like in the courtroom? Are they everywhere? Yeah, I'm bad with names though. When it comes to like making my own, like a story, for example. But you know, man, I'm not into writing, but I swear, some of like the fucking nightmares I have, I could use that as like writing inspiration for some horror movies. Some are just short, freaky. And I would try and describe this one I had, but it's just not gonna be able to convey it, obviously, because I'm not gonna be able to picture and explain what my dream felt like. See, I've always wanted to know what that is. I can't jump on the line. I can't do anything to stop it. And it looks like I'm supposed to be able to use it at some point to get over here. But I'm glad a stroke and can't say pizza correctly. Wait, really? Is that like the only thing that got affected? Which is that wouldn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I am sorry though. I gotta say, it just doesn't have the charm of the other game. But then again, that's probably the nostalgia talking. Would have been the exact same if I had played this one first. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, okay, that's Moss. I was like, what the fuck? Yes, really. No, also his weight in his voice and face and his eyesight, and he can't drive anymore. Oh. I'm really sorry.
Bullets are no match for a rat like me.
That's really terrible. What is this? Above the ladder, there's another light bulb. Oh. Okay. I guess not. Above that ladder. Wait, which ladder? Which ladder are you referring to? Oh, right there. Well, I already got the light bulb. Okay, I don't think I need to do this because I just ran in there and got the light bulb. Yeah, no. What am I doing? Oh, no? God, I swear this game is... It's weird that it's more glitchier and harder to control than the one that's on the inferior consoles. That's really interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that they're all in here. Okay, how would you pronounce that? Arcus or Arsis? I guess I'm just being stupid. I will forever look at Rose as the guy's name because of my character. It's a good name though. We as a society need to stop with gender norms, you know. Fuck it, anyone can be named anything. It'd be cool to see that a little more normalized. Look at the cat tech. I mean, it actually doesn't look bad, to be fair. It looks fine. It's just funny. It's just something about it. Arcus. I feel like that rolls off the tongue better anyways. I like Arcus. When you say Arceus, it just reminds me of Arceus, the Pokemon. Which isn't a bad thing. It's a cool Pokemon. Yeah, I know the. You should have seen the dog. I didn't really get close to it before I scared him away, but God, that was terrible. Like, I don't know if you remember the animation like of Sid and some of like his dog from the original Toy Story, how just straight up whack that looked. I mean, it's funny, like in retrospect, but like that's kind of how the dog looked. The very early Pixar animation. Oh, I can't show the dog. I already scared him off. But I'm sure there'll be more dogs in the game at some point. Okay, see, where am I supposed to take the pepper? Confusion. So much confusion. Maybe I can destroy... Yeah, it's like these peppers, they weren't in the other version. They were like little bottles of hot sauce instead. For it's so bad. For a 2007 game, it looks alright. It's definitely passable, and especially considering that this is a movie tie-in. And whenever they make a movie tie-in game, it's never like an in-depth game. It's always very, very basic in nature, which is fine. I mean, what do you expect if you're playing like Up for like the Xbox? And that is they definitely did make a game out of Up. Now, what is the gameplay? I could not tell you, but this is unique enough. Maybe I haven't played enough. I just exploded the cat. That is amazing. How are you, dude? I am doing pretty alright. Thank you very much for asking. How are you? I'm out here living, you know. Applied for... I applied at least like for like 10 jobs through Indeed earlier. when one of them goes through. Hopefully the one I want the most. I'm just trying to do some like overnight stocking, like a Meijer or a grocery store for now. I feel like that's not a bad, really not a bad deal. I mean, of course it's not permanent, but a job where like I don't have to deal with the general public. That's the main goal. Because not only is there social anxiety, but also just that every possible stranger, you know, say you're working just like retail or customer service or fast food, you know, like whatever. Every person has the ability just to be batshit insane. You know what I mean? Or just rude. There's just so many factors. I feel like I have anxiety every day. I'm always having to talk to random people. Search on that, Damien. A girl make a baby Kurt. Makes a baby Rose. And a girl make a baby. Oh. You sure you're alright? Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing like amazing, but I'm fine with that. You know, looking at all the bad shit is just that's like a good starting point, I guess, of ways. Just like accepting that, like, okay, you know, maybe some things aren't the way I want or whatever, but now's the time to, you know, relay the foundation. You know, I can build off this into living a happier life. So yeah, that's kind of a big thing in life, is just accepting. You know, that kind of sounds like dumb. It's like, yeah, obviously, but I mean, like accepting when things are just not great, because it makes it feel better when you accept it. So then you know it's in your hands to fix it. I'm definitely trying to hold myself more accountable, be more aware of my responsibility. That's something I feel like I've definitely neglected in the past. You know, not recognizing my part as to why I'm feeling the way I am sometimes. Because, you know, no one wants to really admit that they're the problem usually. It's hard. You succeeded in opening the dumpster in the city lights. Sick, dude. Okay. So I'm gonna need 14 more. Jesus Christ, where am I gonna find 14 more? You will get a good job. Hey, I'm praying. Thank you. Manifest, yeah. That's another thing too. I mean, thinking positively and just like thinking that good things will happen, that's also really important. Now, quite obviously, it's not just, oh, just don't be sad, just be happy. Obviously not. But to a degree, I feel like that can be true. In certain, it depends on the person and the case, you know. It's a case-by-case basis, but yeah, there's really a lot we can do to help ourselves and not feel the way, to not feel the way we do. Sick. Was that not a bulb? Bro, what? Where do I bring this? Crystal. Or math. Obviously. Gotta pull the earth around you to make your bed. Oh. I get it. Okay, so where's the bulb? Oh, I see. See, this is cool. I like this. That's why I was very excited to actually find a copy of this game in person for the 360, because again, it takes like a lot of elements that I already know from the original game. Then it's essentially like a bunch of bonus content in a way. Because at their core, they are still like the same game, but it's just a little different. It's actually pretty different. It's fairly different. But my point being that I like Ratatouille. Wonder. I'm really hoping that this is a good year for music. Let's see. Who are we gonna get music from? Realistically, it's probably time for Eminem to put out another album at this point, because he's always working on music. That's what he said many times. He's definitely always making stuff, and he's been on a pretty consistent output for. I mean, I guess since his revival run that started in 2017. So then you released Kamikaze a year later. Then early 2020 in January he released Music to Be Murdered By, and then later that year in December he released the Side B Deluxe Edition. So it's been like 2 years since an album at this point, but he's been consistent with features. Well, a little consistent. That's pretty much as consistent as he's always been. It was just an occasional feature, but definitely not nothing. So he's probably gonna put out an album. I just hope he focuses more on making better songs than the rapping, which I already know isn't true, because I was reading his XXL freshman interview he did recently, and he said that he specifically said that if I have a choice of whether to be the best rapper or make better songs, I'm gonna want to be the better rapper, because that's just what he enjoys more, which makes sense, because he started out as a battle rapper. That's what 8 Mile is based on, based on a true story. So at his core, he always just started rapping just to rap and rhyme crazy like he does with all the syllables and flows. It's like, on one hand I understand that, but man, if he just made better songs, like, he would get like universal praise again. Like his first 2 albums. Also, give me 1 second, my guy. There'll be a trash year because no cigarettes or shit. No, she's definitely gonna come out with something this year. I'm very certain about that. Just because of like all the appearances and songs she's been doing. Like, she was on the Miley Cyrus, what's it called, New Year's Eve show. I think there's definitely gonna be an album this year. I just hope it's better. I just hope it's better than music. I hope it's like at least on a This Is Acting level. I would be satisfied with that, because I mean that album is really good, but I'd say it does rank a little lower, just in terms of depth. But then again, they all just are songs that were made for other people. But I just hope the songs are in the same quality and replayability as This Is Acting. If it's even better, if it's on some like 1,000 Forms of Fear type of replayability, I'd love that, because it goes back to the same thing with Eminem. I think like they're both very capable of putting out work either as good as their prime, or maybe even better. The better's a stretch, especially for Eminem, but the possibilities are there. Yeah, but yeah, probably no Florence this year. That would be pretty cool if there was only like not like 1 year of a difference between an album, but that's definitely not her type of. It's not her style. But some people do it. It's possible. It's very possible. If the inspiration's there. Tainted blackface. Faked all. Faked it, yeah. Yeah, I think the controversy finally blew over a little bit. I mean, you know, what she did still wasn't very right. I definitely understand the problems with it. You know, I don't have autism, so I'm not, I don't get offended personally, but for people who do have it, I can, yeah, definitely understand. The movie was definitely a big mistake, not okay. But I don't know her as a person. I'm not, I'm not parasocial. I just listen to the music, man. I just enjoy the music because music, the album, that was, look, it's not bad, but it's definitely her least good. So I don't want to say worse because I really don't think it's bad, but it does have its rough moments in comparison to everything else. And it does kind of suck to admit that, but again, very well capable of making much better work. Just a matter of desire to actually deliver on that. I support her. Get it trending. Try doing that on TikTok. TikTok has not forgotten. That's what I've realized. Man, hey, I get it, but whatever. I just listen to music, man. I don't care. I don't care about much else. Like, I don't even really watch, like, interviews with, like, my favorite artists, even if it's, like... I used to watch Kanye's interviews before. I'm not really a fan of his interviews now, I gotta say. I don't quite agree with what he says. You know. To put it lightly. Yeah, I'm just gonna end with you. I don't know why. I just didn't want to play it seriously anyways, you know. I just wanted to just talk and run around, get a few collectibles, do a couple missions. Well, I still have 14. I think I think I had like 70 when I started in, so I still need 14 more. I still need another light bulb. So I'm not moving on to like 100%. I hear ya. Music. Kanye, I don't see him dropping. And if he does, I'm not gonna be supporting it. I mean, maybe I'd like rip off a copy off Pirate Bay or something, you know. Like I'm not gonna. I would listen to it out of curiosity, but I 100% would not put any actual money towards it or give him any kind of monetary gain. It'd probably just be trash anyways. I mean, Donda 2, granted it was never like a finished album, but God, even Donda, the original, I don't think it's that great of an album. I mean, it's finished, sure, but it's just very, very lackluster. Doesn't feel much like a Kanye West album, really. But do actually like Kanye. If I didn't enjoy it, look around. Hey, look, I did not buy Donda on vinyl. And you know what? Even if it wasn't for all the anti-Semitism, I would not have bought it anyways because the cover is just black. It's all just black, and I understand. Obviously, the records are to listen to, not to look at them. But I don't know. And also, I just didn't listen to the album that much, and it was like $60 because it's a 4 LP because the album is literally like 2 hours long. So there's also that. I'm really frustrated because I don't even know where I should go next. I mean, I'm calling it in a minute, but still. This is a little more complicated than I feel like it should be. Or maybe I'm just too slow for Ratatouille. And that's the thing, whenever I try and game nowadays, it's never a game that I focus intensely on. It's just something I'll play as background noise. Okay, there are two. I got 2 of them, so I'm assuming the third one's out here. Question mark? Oh, yep, up there. I see it. That has to be it. That has to be it. Wait, no. That's just the car mirror. Yeah, I said there were 2 in the courtyard, and I got those. So I'm gonna just take a quick look around. Wake up. Look, if this all was really just a hallucination, I would love to wake up. Unless it's worse. What if I really am in just some like weird coma, or like super like insane level like psychosis? I don't know. What if I do just like wake up one day in some kind of like chamber? Would it be the same year? Would it be, you know, would anyone still exist? Would I like imagine like an entirely fake life? I've never seen like this one Reddit story. I feel like it's not true, but apparently it was some guy who got like either like hit by a car, like or got knocked out by someone like really, you know, really harshly, and told the story about like he just had like I guess just kind of like weird coma, psychosis type dream where like he lived like an entire life with a family, and then like when he woke up that he was like grieving his entire fake family because it felt so real. But I don't know if I really buy that. Like, could you really have that? I don't know if I buy that, but because first of all it's Reddit, and also just like I don't know. I guess there's no way of knowing, right? Who am I to say? But your family is waiting for you all around the bed. When you sleep, your dreams are past memories. You are in a false reality. Yeah. You know, because sometimes some really weird, unexplainable stuff does happen, I feel like. Maybe that really is true. What if I am? Pretty immersive though, I gotta say. Like if I really am, this is really immersive. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, don't fall. Okay. Oh, over there. Big brain. Wait, I feel like that's just a texture. I feel like that's not where the other light bulb is. But it's not here, right? Oh, brother. What's happening to you? Well, how do I get out then? Okay, but then again, what if my reality is just worse? You know what I mean? My throat's still super dry. I'm trying to drink water, but I think I'm catching a cold, to be honest. See, this is what happens. This is what happens, man. When people stop wearing their masks. So many people did not get colds, including me. It's great. Regardless, I'm just rambling. I have nothing left at this point. I'm Ratatouille out, which is kind of hard to believe. But yeah, dog, I don't feel like looking around for a bunch of collectibles. I don't have it in me. Do the daily Wordle. It's kind of funny. I've never done Wordle, and I've always kind of avoided it. Is that really the secret? Wordle. Don't pull liberal BS. Mass cause COVID. Ebola. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, sorry for spreading my my libtard agenda. It's fucked up. It's not okay of me. How dare I? How dare I bring politics onto my channel? Especially libtards too. Libtard politics. This shit's crazy. Well, I'm gonna call it. Sorry if I seemed low energy. I don't know. I had a fun time though. It was just a little bit of chill. A little chill Ratatouille. Mikon at night vibes. Again, I don't really know if it qualifies as night at the time I started this, but if it's dark out, it's night. But it's already, I can already tell, like, the sun's starting to set, like 10 minutes later now. I'm kind of noticing that, like, 10 minutes later, so. It's very slowly progressing. Heading into spring. I mean, that's still a couple months away. Dude, I'm so excited for spring. God. The perfect balance of weather. And all the greens starting to bloom. There's just that fresh spring air, especially when it rains. There's nothing like it. No longer be a Democrat. I see a new perspective. Loser, yeah. Libtards just need to get off the internet. I'm the problem. I'm the problem, it's me. Well, regardless, I had fun. For sure. And of course I'll be live again. Of course. With more Ratatouille. Quite possibly. I originally was gonna do just an Xbox stream, just doing a bunch of Game Pass stuff, but yeah, another time. Maybe one of these times I can stream Rec Room or Fall Guys. Fall Guys would be fun. Fall Guys would be fun to stream. Especially if I'm running like duos or something. That'd be crazy. But I got plans. I got plans for sure. And yeah, that'll be it. Thank you all very much.